Hi Rob and everybody at Over Unity Research involved on the hhop project. We've got a very makeshift setup here. Power supply is providing our cell with the voltage, just running at over 6 watts as you can see, and unfortunately the timing unit that we bought is a 12 volt minimum. In other words, we've had to run a separate battery for the supply to that. So obviously, we've got to think about certain electronics being a combined effort to all work at 1 voltage. That's our receiver. I would say to the top of that pipe is 7 foot from the just shy of 7 foot, and the measuring jug has got 300 ml, and that's just raised it by virtually 25 mils. Sorry, 50 mils, very near. It's difficult to say. But you can also see that our supply is at ground level, so I would say that it's raising the water about 3 feet, sorry, drawing the water by 3 feet and then raising it roughly by 3 feet. We're not duty cycle at the moment set at about 45 seconds. But the unfortunate thing, this time is rubbish, because it should have had a between a 1 second on time, and in point of fact it turns out its minimum is 3.5 seconds. That's why the ignition unit runs for so long. But it has no problem in drawing water from below its own footprint. It doesn't seem to have any trouble in taking it up the other way. I don't know whether Rob's thought was to we're not. It's actually moving the water prior to it being. There you go. That's now 400 mils. And oh, the boiler's just cut in. Few teething troubles. We have to have a big external spark gap so that the plug, because the plug does get very wet, and it's a method of getting a double, effectively like a double high frequency spark across the points of the plug. Dries it off and then it fires. Yeah, that's just, it's roughly moving 50 mils per fire. So a little bit of work to do, but all in all, Rob, it's a great cell. And that feels quite warm, the electrolysis chamber. But when I say quite warm, let's just have a look. Yeah, ambient 17. So it's raising the temperature. But as you can see, there we are, now 450 mils. Yeah, it's cracking really. Like it. Anyway, thanks for watching.